These are the 7 n8n workflows I actually run, in the order I'd build them if I were starting over tomorrow. No theory. For each one, you get the trigger, the steps, and the one thing that breaks it. Steal all 7.
They're all built with free, self-hosted n8n on a $6 server, and none of them took me more than an afternoon. Let's go. Starting with the one that pays for itself fastest. Quick note before we start. I'm going to describe each workflow in plain language rather than clicking through the interface, because interfaces change and logic doesn't. If you understand the shape, you can build it in any tool. Workflow 1. Inbox triage. Trigger. A new email arrives. Step 1. An AI node reads it and returns one word: urgent, later, or ignore. Step 2. A switch routes it. Urgent gets labeled and pinged to my phone. Later goes to a folder. Ignore gets archived. Build time, about 90 minutes. Time saved, roughly 40 minutes a day of deciding what deserves attention. This is the highest return automation I've ever built. The thing that breaks it, being too clever with the categories. I started with 7 labels and it was useless. 3 is the right number. Anything more and you're just moving the decision, not removing it. Workflow 2. The reply drafter. Trigger. An email lands in the needs reply label from Workflow 1. The AI reads it, reads 5 of my past replies as style examples, and writes a draft straight into my drafts folder.
I open my drafts folder in the morning, and half my replies are already written in my voice. I edit, I send. 20 minutes instead of 90.
Connecting it directly to send. Don't ever. The drafts folder is the whole safety mechanism, and it costs you 4 seconds per email.
Workflow 3. One long piece into a week of short ones. Trigger. I drop a finished article into a folder. The workflow extracts the 5 strongest ideas, rewrites each for a different platform, and queues them across the week.
1 input, 30 outputs. The writing stays human. I wrote the article. The chopping and reformatting, which is pure mechanical labor, stops being my problem.
Breaks when you let it generate the ideas too. Then it's slop, and people can tell. The rule is automate distribution, never invention.
Workflow 4. The money one. Trigger runs daily and checks my invoice sheet. Anything unpaid past its due date gets a polite reminder, first at 3 days, then at 10, then it flags me to call.
I never think about overdue invoices anymore. They chase themselves, politely, on schedule, with none of the awkwardness of me remembering on a Sunday night.
A friend of mine recovered $4,000 in a single month with this exact workflow. The work was already delivered. The money was already owed. It just needed someone or something to ask.
Workflow 5, and this is the one people are surprised by. Meeting prep. Trigger, 30 minutes before any calendar event with an external attendee. It pulls my last emails with that person, any notes I filed under their name, and the previous meeting's summary, and sends me a 5-line brief. Who they are, what we last agreed, what's outstanding. 30 seconds of reading, and you walk into every call sounding like you remember everything. What breaks it? Trying to summarize too much. 5 lines. If it's longer, you won't read it.
Workflow 6. The Monday dashboard. Runs Sunday night. It pulls the numbers I care about: revenue, new leads, content published, hours logged, writes them into one page, and compares them to last week.
Monday morning, I open one page and know exactly how the business is doing in about 30 seconds. Before this, I check the numbers maybe once a month, usually when something felt wrong. Breaks when you track too many numbers. I track 4. The temptation is to build a beautiful dashboard with 20 metrics you'll ignore equally.
Workflow 7 is the boring one that saves you. Every night, it backs up my databases and my n8n workflows themselves to cloud storage. Every morning, it sends me one line: all systems fine, or it tells me exactly what failed.
I've said before that silent failure is the most expensive kind. This workflow is the answer to it. It's also the one I'd rebuild first if I lost everything, because it protects the other 6. What breaks it? Nothing if you build it first. What breaks everything else? Not having it.
Before the order, the honest running costs, because free and open source hides a few real numbers.
All 7 of these run on one small server, about $6 a month total, not $6 each. The server doesn't care how many workflows you point at it, which is the whole reason self-hosting is worth the setup afternoon. 2 of them also call an AI model, the triage and the drafter. That's usage-based, and for my volume, it lands around $3 to $5 a month. So realistically, under $15 for all 7, running every day. Compare that to per-task pricing, where every one of these firing daily would put you into a plan costing more than everything else in your stack combined. That gap is the reason I self-host. And 3 quick traps so you don't repeat my afternoons. Trap 1, no test data. I built the triage against my live inbox and spent an hour unlabeling 40 real emails. Make a test folder, feed it 5 fake messages, and only point it at reality when it behaves.
Trap 2, no rate limits. My content splitter once fired 30 API calls in 4 seconds and got my account throttled for the afternoon. Add a small wait node between loops. 2 seconds is usually enough, and it never happens again. Trap 3, credentials scattered across nodes. When a token expires, and it will, you want to change it once, not hunt through 9 workflows. Store them centrally from day 1. Now, the order. If you build these in the sequence I gave, each one makes the next easier. Triage feeds the drafter. The invoice sheet feeds the dashboard. The watchdog protects all of them.
Triage, draft, split, chase, prep, measure, protect. 7 workflows, 1 afternoon each, and together, they're most of a full-time assistant. But don't build 7. Build number 1 this week. Live with it, and let it earn your trust. Then build number 2. I've watched more people quit automation from overbuilding than from anything technical. 1 workflow, 1 week, then the next. That's the whole method, and it's how these 7 got built in the first place. If you want the explainer on what n8n actually is and whether it's wrong for you, that video's on the channel, along with my whole stack under $100. Subscribe for the real mechanics, no hype, and I'll see you in the next one.